On so many of the topics tonight, I think the work, part of the answer includes the continued work to destigmatize addiction. And so I was proud to be a part of passing the state's Good Samaritan law, which is a start. I think that that's critical. I think it's important that we continue, as I mentioned earlier, the Providence Safe Stations program. And I think training for our public safety personnel is also vitally critical, not just in the academy, but on an ongoing basis. And I think that training needs to include a component around recovery. I know it's uncomfortable for some members of the audience tonight that there's members of our police department here tonight, but I'm glad they're here, because so many of the police interaction is when we're in active addiction, which is not always a positive experience for either party. And they need to also see and build relationships with people in recovery, to see the other side of it, to see that we can recover. And I think that that's how we tap into some of this empathy that keeps being discussed, is to see that recovery is possible, to see people get better, sometimes the same people that maybe there was a previous interaction with, to understand the journey of recovery that is available to all of us, and to have that as part of the ongoing training as well, not just with new recruits, but throughout their career in law enforcement. And I think that the continued leadership from the mayor's office, it was like the first question, which was, how do you expect to include, and what's your commitment around hiring people in recovery as a part of your administration, is how we ensure that this continues. If, as a person in long-term recovery myself, if I'm mayor, or if one of my opponents here is mayor, to ensure that there are people in long-term recovery in senior leadership positions, so that continues to be part of the culture of city government, to provide that leadership, that ongoing guiding light, to make sure that everyone who's having interactions with the community knows about recovery and can help with the continued destigmatization. I don't think that's ever going to be a destination. That's a journey that we're just going to stay on, but we need to stay committed to.